Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Happy end to September. I hope you guys have had a great month. I know it's been a wild and crazy ride, and we will likely have another crazy month ahead of us going into, that's right, the elections. So, what is this month going to bring for us? There's a lot of craziness. If we look back into, hello, bat scientists, you were actually second today. I know, sorry, but that's okay. All is good. So we will go ahead and look at the market. We'll look at the seasonality as well, and we will go from there. Let me just get these images up in the background so I can pull them up for you guys. And again, we will look at Tesla as well, see what's going to potentially happen with Tesla. And this one too. All right, we got those two opened up. At least they should be opening up here for me. All right, there's one. And if you guys are new to my channel, please hit like and subscribe. I love that you guys have a competition to get into the room first. I know it's kind of annoying that, well, you guys know that I do it at 12:15. So let's pull over. Let me just find up the other one really quickly to have it on hand for us. I've got so many screenshots and photos here. I just want to make sure that we have it, and there it is. All right, so let's switch on over, and let me take away the background here. There we go. All right, so election year seasonality. We are doing exactly what happens, right, for that seasonality for September. What do? We end up strong on the month, and then where do we go? We go below the low on down to roughly where we were top of April. So, thank you. All right, so let's head over to the chart. Here we go. All right, so SPY, let's put the 45-minute over here on the left, and everything is running a little bit slower. 45-minute over here, and our daily on the right. Okay, so we're still in this consolidation box over here. We have broken above the 21 EMA, and this is really cool. If you guys do not know Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends, check him out. He is awesome. He also did a book on technical analysis. I will also put that down below. I'll put a link for it. He's an amazing guy, been trading for a very long time, and I met him at a Trade Ideas presentation out in San Diego, and look at what we are testing now. So we actually bounced off of this anchored VWAP, this green one down here, and now we're testing the upper bounds up here, which is super cool. I love that. And are we going to close above it, or is this going to be from the high back here? I thought this was on the high. I did it from this day, and we are above it. Let's set it up for anchor VWAP from this day as well and see where we are. So anchor VWAP from here, we are above that one for now. So are we going to break below and break below this one? I am not sure. Let's make this one a lighter purple right there. There we go. All right, so we are above all of these. We bounced off of this one. Looking at that seasonality chart, I'm not sure if we're going to continue up or we're going to head back to where we were all the way in April. Now, if we go all the way back here, that's going to be pretty dramatic, right? Yes. I know you mentioned that, Asif. He's a great guy, a great trader as well. Also, JC Peretz too really opened my eyes more to technical analysis and CMT. Very excited to go through all of that procedure right there. So looking over here, you can see we're back into this chop fest that we were before. So was all the volume over the past couple days. If we look at, I'd say right here to right here, is that more volume than right here? Looks like, just eyeballing it, I haven't added up the days, looks like it is lower volume. So potentially manipulation of the market up to go ahead and close out for the quarter. That's also something else to look at, is where are we in relation for the quarter? I know it looks choppy. Let's zoom in over here. So we've actually taken out the former high back here of 323.57. If we start going below that, that's where we were in January before the pull down, right? So that's also where we opened the year. So are we going to drop below? There's a good chance that we might have that pullback back to April, roughly. But our April was abnormal, right? We shall see if this is going to be a true bull run, and we're going to continue up. For now, we're above all of this consolidation. Let's check out the majors too. So we had Apple. Apple is up on the day. I said, hey, you guys have heard me talk about it. I really need to see it break above 118 over here. We do have a little gap fill. It was filled up right there to 119, but 120, and then we're definitely heading up even higher. Tesla has that seasonality where it could break down. Now I need to adjust it on the daily over here. Somehow it has transitioned and moved. There we go. So are we going to close below this trend line? We've been testing it and testing it and testing it. This is really the first day that we are up above, and the volume is somewhat lacking. It's still showing on the directional movement indicator down here that we are still short dominating for the moment. We could easily come back down and test down here at that 360 area potentially. So watching that. Hello, Elena. Hey, Kyle. Yeah, I'll add up NNDM and ARPO. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and pull this over here as well. So I just want to pull something up for you guys, that you guys know that I do, not me, but that Flowtrade has a demo once every 2 weeks. And they are, actually I need to do it on the other computer. It's raining today, my brain's a little foggy. And so they do a live stream demo once every 2 weeks, 1 p.m. on Saturday, 1 p.m. on Saturday. They will be walking through that software. So if you want to check it out, see it, and then you could potentially sign up for a week to test it out. Amazing day off of those algos today, watching the buying, plus breaking dark pool levels. You guys know that I do help teach people to trade around the dark pools. So if you want to learn more about that, come over to thedarkpools.com and check out the training pit. All right, so we've got Apple and Microsoft here as well. Microsoft, we were hitting the 50 simple moving average. And where's my 50 simple moving average over here? It looks like my averages are hidden. Where did they go? They disappeared over here. There we go. We were just testing it today. Are we going to close above the 50 simple moving average, or is this going to break down further? Right, that's at 210.44. When we look at our 45-minute chart, let's break it down even a little bit more. Oops, I want to break it down over here for a 15-minute chart. Leave this as my daily. 244 to 1044 right here. So we definitely had bigger volume on that candlestick. It's just riding these moving averages up. Potential pull down. Maybe this might be that bull trap to suck people in, right? We had 2 down days, came to the moving averages, surging up. Are we going to close above this downward trend and break out of it and have an upward October, or are we going to pull back? I think we are in that pivotal motion of the market. It's either going to surge from here or it's going to break down from here. All right, on my list today, I had NEO as a potential breakout. You guys saw this. I had it yesterday as well, and it ran up yesterday, broke out, and it pulled back a little bit today. VWAP as well was on my list today, and it is continuing to surge higher today. Nice move. It's really weird that my lines disappeared. No worries. Also had YJ. I'm sure you probably saw this one, ASIF. This one did have a major run up. However, it was not able to break below the trend line that I drew, break above, excuse me. I drew a trend line pre-market, and it was not able to break above the trend line over here. It just sold off right at open. Nikola on the daily. Hey guys, what is this down here that it bounced off of yesterday and almost bounced off of it today? Who knows the answer? What's that pink dotted line? I'm testing you guys. Who knows? I know there's a little bit of a delay. It is the 425 EMA. A lot of times it will act as a barrier for support or resistance. All right, Zoom. Zoom has a potential to move up or down here. So we tested the upper area and it sold off from there. Yeah, Calico. And right now, we are below many of the moving averages. However, this might be an area to buy. We've got the faster moving averages right here. Is this going to be support, right? It was a resistance and now it's flipped to be support. Could this be an M scenario on our daily chart where we go up? Nope. They sold it off. Nope. They bought it back. Oh, they sold it off. And now if we go below 465, there's a good chance it will be coming back down to that 445 area, 446 area, potentially, for Zoom. Not ready just yet. Let's look at Micron. So Micron cleaned it up earlier today. I don't know what happened. Everything's a little wonky with my computer today. It did pull back on the chart today and was a short from my entries. Let me go ahead and pull the image up over here. Ding, there we go. All right, it should pull up. And NNDM for Kyle. Nice one here, Kyle. Low float, I believe. Let's check it out. Let's look at NNDM stock, Wall Street Journal. Let's check it out and see how many shares. 46 million. So it is lower float. And when we back it out, nice, ASIF. ASIF is becoming the quick trader. All right, this is hitting resistance back here. You always want to move back on the chart and see 350. If it does break this area right here, 350 might end up being a resistance area. Also, something else that I will use, if you guys have not used it already, is the volume session profile right here. So it does look at the moment, let's go down to a smaller time frame, that the support is right here when it broke out from the high back here, and again broke right here, this bull flag, 287. Does look like that's going to be support for the moment. If it flips, if this number were to flip up here, this yellow line, that would be my time. Hey, let's go ahead and pull this out. Ah, ASIF, you're so kind. You did the homework. You did it yourself. So you put in the time and effort. ARPO. So ARPO looks like it's got some selling volume, selling pressure up here, and it hit a resistance level on the daily chart over here. So when you're looking at it, you don't want to get pigeonholed just to a 5-minute or a shorter time frame. You need to see what's going on with the picture on the right hand side as well. So do you guys have any other stocks that you want to check out? Let's look at Amazon as well to see where we are. SPI, yeah, SPI, isn't that battery related? I feel like that's battery related. So SPI, we are breaking above the 50, excuse me, Amazon, we're breaking above the 50 simple moving average. And look at that, that's 31.81 over here. And when we look at the volume session profile right here, it's at 31.98. Yep, I'll look at square for sure. So we have broken up from the uptrend. We're above the 21 EMA, and we could see a further move to the upside, especially with Amazon just announcing their Prime Day, October Prime Days now. They've increased it to 2 days, 13th and 14th for that weekend. All right, let's look at Square as well. So with Square, looks like we might have some selling pressure up here when we look at this volume session profile. It couldn't break above yesterday. You can also see it on the wicks on the daily chart, right? It came up and it sold off from there. So we had a bit of a gravestone doji. However, we are gaining some traction today. If we close below down here, that would be more bearish. So in the middle of the day, it's not definitive, not the best time. We need to see what is happening at the end of the day with the most data. Are they going to bring it back down here? They might bring it back down. If it were to close, you guys know, oops, this is my daily. If it were to close down below 152, that's really going to be more bearish. That's at 21 EMA almost. However, if we close below 163, we might see a small trade down to 162 and then fill the gap down here to 160.80. All right, let's look at KTOS. So KTOS has hit the 20 simple moving average, and it seems like it's testing to see if it could potentially continue this upward motion. A lot of moving averages, it's coming together, the volume is dropping off. If this were to break up and close up above here with some higher volume, potential move up, first test over there at 20.35, and then move up to 21. All right, and CRBP. Yeah, of course, Kyle. Happy to help. All right, CRBP. This looks like it's almost in a fake out for the move right here. Hold on, I want to bring it back down to the close of that candlestick. It's not able to break out just yet. Not sure what this was. Seeing that it's a pharmaceutical, maybe it had to do with a drug in the pipeline. So maybe there's a drug in the pipeline there that failed on them, or they had some negative news and it dropped down from here. We might see a test if it can close above with high volume. See how we had that higher volume day right here, and this day we are above the high volume. The high of this candlestick was 198. Actually, no, we're closed. We are below it. So the high was 198 and we are down at 186 right now. So seeing that, we are potentially not looking good for the long side on this one, right? It might head down more and then have some more buying power into it before it continues to the upside. All right. So I'm going to be quite short today. It's been a long day already, but a good one. So I hope you guys have an amazing afternoon. If you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at jane@cjanetrade.com. And I will see you all tomorrow at 12:15. It will be a new month, a new quarter. Thanks, MTETs. Yeah, looked like something to do with the news from the FDA. Yeah, so ASIP ATR is simply going to be average true range. So if you're looking at a daily chart, the average true range for this one, for example, is 205 a high and a low of 166, so roughly 49 cents for the average true range for that candlestick. And then if you do it over an average, sometimes it'll give you that amount of time. Yeah, no worries, ASIF. All right, have an amazing afternoon, guys. Carpe Profit sees those profits one trade at a time. And again, if you need to reach out, please feel free to reach me at jane@cjanetrade.com. Bye.